fight for their liberation.
GW Apparel, a clothing that speaks. Something for the kings, something for the queens. Visit uptsites.com and use promo code SLDG22 and receive 11% off your order. Peace.
It's the Ticket Plug. We've been running an online ticket business for over a decade, and now we've created an easy way for you to do the same thing through our private ticket resale community. Joining our community will give you a way to flip your bread and generate profit income consistently. We provide you with all the tools, training, and resources needed to start your life-changing online ticket business. Zero experience needed. To join our ticket resale community, go to thetickettrap.com. Again, go to thetickettrap.com. That's thetickettrap.com.
The Master's Table by DJ RP Beats and Sincere Love to God, now playing on the internet's #1 destination for true hip-hop. Introducing truthhiphop.com, a meticulously curated platform designed for connoisseurs seeking a superior quality of hip-hop. Immerse yourself in an unparalleled experience of 100% bar-heavy, authentically crafted, real hip-hop. Discover the essence of the genre, reminiscent of its golden era, now playing exclusively at truthhiphop.com.
Yeah, like that. Let's see what's in the God's mind. Listen.
I'm Allah in the person of Sincere Love the God.
That mean they arms too short like Tall Anthony Shaw.
Aww.
And it is time to get it on. Right about now, welcome to another episode of Sincere Love the Godcast. I am the God, Sincere Love, back once again with my lovely co-host, Nicey Girl, who is under the weather.
Still. But I'm here, y'all. I'm here. I'm faceless today because I just rolled out of bed. I did wash my face. I did brush my teeth for y'all, but that's all I did. I'm going to tell you that's all I did. I don't want y'all to see me like this. Next week, I will be back shining bright. But right now, y'all just going to hear the voice for now.
It's all good. It's all good, man. Godspeed, recovery to you. Don't let it get the best of you.
Absolutely not. I'm here.
All right. And so, yeah, man, I don't know if y'all got a chance to check out our broadcast from last night. We did an impromptu broadcast touching on some of the things that's been going on since the inauguration of Donald Trump. His first 5 days in office, things have really gotten shaken up. And so there was a lot to talk about. So we covered some of it last night. And so today's broadcast is going to be a continuation of that. And we're really going to be focused more on the DEI fallout and who's really being affected by some of these rollbacks. That's what we're going to be getting into on today's episode. So while y'all coming up in here, man, hit the like button, share this out on your social media platforms. Let everybody know that we are live right now. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you can be reminded whenever we go live with new episodes of Sincere Love the Godcast. Appreciate y'all tapping in with us, man. Let us know who we got in the building. Shout out to Jesse Paris, aka Che and Kruma in the building.
Peace.
Shout out to Crew Royality in the building. AT Alien 007 B1 Atlanta up in the joint. Appreciate y'all tapping in. AT Alien says, "Get well, sis."
Thank you. I'm trying. It's only been since Friday I started feeling like this. So I feel like I'm getting ahead of it. I just feel like in my chest that did open up for me. It's just everything else is in my head, but I'm getting it. And I'm here for y'all. We're going to talk about this DEI.
Right. And Crew Royality, shout out to Crew Royality for being one of our channel members.
Thank you.
For those of you who are channel members, I don't know if y'all had a chance to check out the recent upload. I had a conversation last night with a brother, a Nigerian brother, who's actually in Nigeria now. You know what I'm saying? He lived over here for a while, but he's back in Nigeria now. And I was on his broadcast. We had a pretty good discussion. And so it's available now to the channel members. So if you're a member of our channel here on YouTube, you can view that now. It will be available to the public later on, but for now, it's strictly for the channel members. And again, I need some suggestions from you guys who are channel members of what kind of content y'all want to see us post exclusively for y'all, or at least that you guys can get first dibs on before it goes
Yeah.
public. Let us know what kind of content y'all want to see, what kind of discussions and so on and so forth, that we can incentivize y'all and reward y'all for being channel members. Got to catch the replay. I caught a part of the stream last night, went to bed real early. Okay, no doubt. No doubt, no doubt.
Before we get into it, I also want to give a virtual shout out to the Family Black Alpha Network. I was on his space last night. He had a really good space, a long space, but it was really good, informative space, about everything, about deportations, DEI, all that good stuff, that the Foundation of Black American, family like to discuss, brainstorm with, different ideas and ways that we can continuously push for our reparations claim, etc. He shouted out the Godcast. He didn't have to do that, and I appreciate him for that. So I just wanted to say that on the record too.
Did you speak in the
I
space?
did not. I couldn't. I was laying in bed just listening. I have been
Okay.
horrible. No, I
Okay.
didn't speak, but he saw me there, what I'm saying? And he just, made it knows, my sister, Nicey is here. She and Sincere Love the Guy have a dope podcast. I want you guys to follow it now. He asked us to, drop the link in there so people can follow, the Godcast. Again, he didn't have to do that, a space full of people. And he did. He shouted out the Godcast and many others, by the way. But yeah, he did that.
No doubt. Respect. Shout out
Yeah.
Black Alpha Network. Those of y'all who are not tapped in with the Black Alpha Network, he does have a channel here on YouTube as well. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with that brother.
Absolutely.
Your interviews would be good for early viewing by IDK. I watch nearly all of your content. Great work. So you're talking about the Black Business Showcase interviews.
Yeah.
Make that available for members only at first. That might be a good idea.
Yeah.
That might be a good idea. I was thinking about some different ways to do the Black Business Showcase, so I might have to take that into consideration. But yeah,
And if
any
you are a
feedback?
Black business, by the way, if you are a Black business and you would like to have your business featured on the Godcast, please email us at godcastenterprises@gmail.com or send either myself or Sincere or both of us a DM. We are still looking for more Black businesses and entrepreneurs to chop it up about business. So make sure you guys reach out. Again, email godcastenterprises@gmail.com or shoot us both a DM.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And it's definitely needed. I guess we could say even now more than ever. I would say that even now more than ever with some of these DEI rollbacks and all of that.
Exactly.
Some of the stuff that we are going to be getting into a little bit later. We're going to get into the weeds of that a little bit. But yeah, certain opportunities that may have been there are freezing up a little bit, tightening up a little bit, and so more than ever we have to depend on each other. And so platforms like ours that showcase Black businesses and things of that nature are becoming more relevant and more important. So y'all make sure that y'all tap in for that. So yeah, let's get it started, man. We got a lot to talk about with this whole DEI fallout situation. But before we get into that, I just want to talk about a post that I just saw before we went live. That Dr. Umar posted on his page.
Oh Lord.
Oh, nothing bad about Umar.
Okay.
nothing bad about Umar. It just happened to be a post that he put up. There was some commentators talking about some of the NFL quarterbacks, the Black NFL quarterbacks, and I don't know the full context, but it sounded like she was having a discussion on another platform, and whoever she was interviewing made some comments about I forgot. I think it's Patrick Mahomes is the quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs. Y'all help me out if I'm wrong on it. I know a little bit because I'm in the barbershop, so discussions. I'm around every day when they're talking football, so I know a little something. Even though I don't watch it, I think Patrick Mahomes, if I'm not mistaken, is the brother's name who's the quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs, and Lamar Jackson is the quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens. And Patrick Mahomes, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's his name. Patrick Mahomes has a white mother and a black father, FBA father, by the way, and he's extra hood, nigga. By the way, his dad is real. His dad is real niggerish, but he got a white mother, and he looks like he could pass for white. Patrick Mahomes is very high yellow, and he's married to a white woman, I believe.
And the kids look white. I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah, and he's just kind of one of them swagless,
Yeah.
He's not like his dad, you know what I'm saying, at all. The apple fell way on the other side of the street from the tree. But they were comparing the two and saying that Patrick Mahomes gets more mainstream looks and is celebrated more in the media because he's not as authentically black as what's his name that I just said from the Baltimore Ravens. Forgot his name that quick. Lamar Jackson. And they were saying if Lamar Jackson was to win a Super Bowl, he would be the first authentically black quarterback to do so. You know what I'm saying? And so they taking even Russell Wilson out the equation, because I know Russell Wilson already got a NFL championship when he was with Seattle. So they saying even Russell Wilson is not really considered authentically black. And I think the person brought up that he used to be with a white woman also before he got with Sierra and all of that. But let me play some of it.
He was married to one.
Let me play some of it right here. Fair use,
by the way. Not Doug Williams, not Russell, not Patrick, because Patrick's mom is white and Patrick's married to a white woman. So that makes him more mainstream. Clark, the ESPN analyst on my podcast to discuss it, that Lamar Jackson would be the most authentically black quarterback to win a Super Bowl. Not Doug Williams, not Russell, not Patrick, because Patrick's mom is white and Patrick's married to a white woman. So that makes him more mainstream and less authentically black. That to me,
wow, how did that go, Michelle? With Ryan
Clark? It was
Clark?
really interesting. You should watch it.
Debate?
All your viewers should watch it. No, it's in the bank. It's already on the YouTube channel, or Spotify or wherever you get your podcast. He is there.
I'm gonna watch it. I want to watch it in full to get the full gist of what was being said. But let me let it finish playing, and then we'll give our comments.
I was trying to be very respectful, Will. I wanted to listen to him, and I thought he was great for volunteering to come on and talk about it. But in the end, he really is saying that there is a difference. And yeah, could you say that Patrick Mahomes is more mainstream than Lamar Jackson? Maybe you could say that. Does that make him less black or less authentically black? I think that's the question. Or Russell Wilson, and he even cited that Russell Wilson's first wife was white, even though now he's married to Ciara. And, it's just that kind of nuance to identifying who people authentically are. That should trouble people.
All right. Let's unpack this.
Right.
Let's unpack this. What are your thoughts, Nicety?
I mean, I don't know if the word unauthentically black is the right word maybe to use. I think that, yes, he has his black father, but he has a white mother who is the first teacher as well. You know what I mean? So maybe he's one of those, tragic mulattoes. I don't know his full upbringing. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know if he's unauthentic, or what if he wasn't raised by his black side? Although his dad may be hood and all that stuff, right? That's daddy.
But he does, for the record though, he does. From what I understand, have a healthy relationship with his father. Raised him. His father, I believe, played professional baseball.
Okay.
And his father basically coached him, throughout his life. You know what I'm saying? His father, made him the beast that he is on the field. So there is a relationship there.
With his father, yes, but was it with the black side or what? Because I question, with this black father, although he chose to, have a child with a white woman, what was the upbringing as far as relationships with black women? You know what I'm saying? Why did you choose a white woman over a black woman?
I understand that. That's valid. But whatever the answer is to that question, does it authenticate or inauthenticate his blackness is the question.
When I see him, I don't see black. That's just me, and I don't know him as a player. I don't follow sports like that, but I know exactly who we're talking about. I just Googled him. When I see him, I don't see black. I don't.
All right. And here's my thing about the whole discussion, right? It's interesting to me that white people, like the white woman that was talking, are trying to act so taken aback by these discussions that we're having in Black society about what blackness is, what it means to be black, who's really black and who's not really black. I'm not even going to get into the judgment of whether, Mahomes is black or not. You know what I'm saying? My thing is the discussion that's being had, the way white people are reacting to it, as if they're not the ones that came up with the race concept in the first place and came up with the quantum laws to decide who was what and who wasn't what, especially when it comes to protecting the idea of whiteness. They're the ones that have been going around the planet labeling people and deciding who was going to be white and who was going to be non-white.
Right.
Even with the Native American tribes here, they have blood quantum laws to decide who's Indian and who's not Indian. And who came up with that? The United States government, to decide who was going to be eligible to be a member of these tribes and receive the benefits that are given out by the government. They had to decide these things. So when we're having these discussions to defend blackness and decide who's really going to be authenticated as black or not, that's our business, number one. And number two, why y'all acting so surprised? We just following suit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So first of all, mind your own white business. And second of all, stop acting like y'all ain't been getting down like this for centuries. Yeah, the gates are going up. We are saying who's who and what's what now. We starting to call these shots now, because for too long we have allowed y'all to label us and say who we were and what our identification is going to be. And now we're saying, nah, pump the brakes. We're saying who we are, and we're inviting and uninviting people who are allowed to be in the circle. Period. That's power. We exercising power now, and so this is the new norm, and y'all just need to get used to it. That's how I feel about that. Shout out to some chick named Star in the building, Rhythm and Black in the building, Will Cashgrow. Appreciate y'all tapping in.
Hey,
as y'all know, we
cousin.
got the super sticker, the super chat challenge going on for the first 45 minutes of the broadcast. Anybody who grabs a $5 super sticker, and we reach our goal of 10 super stickers in the first 45 minutes, we will invite participants to come on and share their thoughts about today's broadcast. So make sure y'all grab yourself a super sticker or channel membership if you're not already a member of the channel. And shout out to my brother Ish, who just entered the chat. He's definitely one of our channel members and one of our day ones and all of that. So shout out to the family. And by the way, share this out. Let people know that we're live right now. This is not our normal time that we go live. We're on a little bit early today. We usually go live around 6 p.m. on Sundays, Eastern Standard Time. But we came on a little bit earlier today. And so I don't know if the notifications are going out. So just, again, like, share, all of that good stuff. All right. And so let's get into what we talking about today. Who is really being affected by the DEI fallouts and some of these so-called civil rights rollbacks that Trump has been signing off on since he got in office? What's this X link that you put in here, Nicely? Let me see.
Is that on Twitter?
Yeah.
Oh, that has nothing to do with that. That's probably something you may want to talk about later on. We kind of touched on it briefly last night, but I'm thinking now it's funny because people are starting to say something. Meek Mill finally said something. Academics blocked them, by the way. So yeah, people are finally calling, the shenanigans out with, names.
You talking about the academics thing?
Yeah.
Oh no, because what I'm looking at, this is something Tariq posted about pre-dawn DEA raids.
Oh, some of the raids. So yeah. Sorry.
Near Aurora. So I don't know what this is, but I guess we'll start here. Let's see what this video is about. Let me share this with y'all. Let's see what this video is about. I haven't seen this video. Shout out to Breeze Omega in the building.
What's up, King? So yeah, it looks like it says pre-dawn DEA raids near Aurora, Colorado, targeting violent gangs results in nearly 50 arrests of illegal aliens. Drugs and weapons were also seized.
Okay, and this just looks like a cell phone video or something. I don't think this is a news report, but just in case, it might be fair use.
Fair use.
We've been talking about over the last a year and change, like 2 years or so, we've been talking about some of these violent gangs out there in Colorado.
Right. Chicago too.
And they keep saying that it was misinformation when people like us, not just Trump, because they always just say Trumps and the right wingers and all that are saying that Venezuela and places like that are emptying out their jails and sending people over here and all of that. Right. We were talking about that in the grassroots heavy, and they keep trying to say that that was never confirmed and it's misinformation and all of that. So where all these people come from then, if that's the case?
And how are they getting these weapons over here? Well, we know how they're getting them over here because there's really, the border, situation. There's no gates. I don't know if you guys remember a few months ago, we did a broadcast and they were riding around in Texas and the news camera will only show where the border patrols were. But if you drove up a few feet, the gate was wide the hell open. And there was no border patrols right there in those areas. And that's the areas that the illegal immigrants were coming through. So it's the same shit. Like they're coming over here bringing crime out here in LA. Y'all see those snatch and grabs. If you look at any of the camera footage from the news, there's no black people doing this stuff.
Right.
Not in large numbers.
Right. And I was just about to say that, Jesse Paris, our channel member, our mod, came on a few months back, and he's out there in Colorado. He was giving us firsthand accounts of some of the stuff that's going on out there in Colorado. That's with some of these gangs taking over apartment buildings and shit like that. Like, people ain't making this stuff up. People are not just making this stuff up.
And the Biden administration allowed this stuff into the neighborhoods, allowed these people to terrorize citizens while getting free benefits at the same time.
Right. And so I see there's one story here. The DEA in Los Angeles says it's cooperating with the feds on immigration and enforcement efforts. Yeah,
remember Newsom claimed that he wasn't going to cooperate at all. That's our what's the name, governor. He said that he wasn't going to cooperate. This article actually just came out this morning about 1 hour ago that the Los Angeles-based Drug Enforcement Administration headquarters said it is cooperating with federal law enforcement entities on immigration enforcement efforts. In social media posts, the agency said Matthew Allen, special agent in charge of the DEA's LA Field Division, is assisting the Department of Homeland Security with the matter. The post was paired with images of ununiformed law enforcement agents in the Los Angeles neighborhood. So they're not even dressed in uniform. So they blended in to catch these fools.
All right.
And one more paragraph. It says this move comes as President Donald Trump cracks down on immigration. Good.
Right. Now, my question is, why was Eric Adams saying basically that their hands was tied because of the law, that they're not allowed to help ICE, they're not allowed to cooperate with ICE based on some law? So is it a local law that's preventing him from doing that? Because if they're doing it in Los Angeles, why they saying they can't do it in New York?
I think that was capped because now that he did some interview. What's the white dude name with the black hair? What is his name? Carlson, something. What's his name?
Tucker Carlson.
Yeah. He did an interview with him. It was about an hour long sit down. As a matter of fact, our brother Tony from TD Hip Hop News or TD Media, touched on this. He basically said, like, at first he was being pushed, to say and do certain things. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't do it, these are going to be the consequences for you. Hence why he has now been hit up with these Fed charges. So now that, what I'm saying, Trump is in office, he feels, I guess, a bit of a safety net. He's willing to speak truth to power now. So I don't
Right.
feel like there's any law that prevents these people from doing anything. It's just that I said it's a sanctuary state, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it's going to be.
Right, but he said this since then, because first he came out. That's the reason why I'm a little bit confused, because once Trump won the election, he came out and said, yeah, he's going to be cooperating with Homan with some of these deportations and all of that. And then recently, after that, they asked him in an interview, and he was like, "Listen, the law is the law. You know what I'm saying? We can't do it." You know what I mean? So that's why I was confused. Like, what law is he talking about?
I have no idea, because I feel like he was saying a different tune on that interview. TD Hip Hop only broke down maybe 10 minutes of it. It's an hour-long interview or whatever. So it just sounds like to me he was just following orders. Period, point blank. Just
We
basically
know
he was
that.
following orders from the top. You know what I'm saying? And he fell in line with it. Now he's ready to tell the truth because he's looking for a pardon.
Yeah, that part. That part. But yeah, speaking of, these immigration raids and all of this stuff that's going on, there was a teacher down in Texas where they said invited ICE to come raid his school because he has too many students who don't even speak English in class.
I'm saying that makes the job for this teacher extremely hard, because if this is not a Spanish speaking teacher, number one, you have a classroom full of English speaking children that do not speak Spanish. So it's making teaching a lot harder, and it's going to affect the other children in there. And also, I feel like this is a bit patriotic.
I
He's
think
being a patriot.
I don't think so. I think that teacher is a white supremacist.
Absolutely.
But I'm like, people got to hold their own nuts. We've been
They
trying
do.
to tell y'all about white supremacy and how these people get down. Y'all thought y'all was safe. Now the fallout is on you. That's the thing. It's not really affecting us. So we don't look for us to put the cape on. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all yesterday, I don't know if y'all checked it out last night, but we got an email from my son's school talking about, they were just basically trying to reassure parents, and which I was surprised though, because this is a red state, you know what I'm saying? And even Gwinnett, this go round, Trump won the majority of the vote from Gwinnett, and the Democrats was out here going hard. And so I was thinking that it was a little more right leaning out here, but the email that came from the school was basically reassuring some of these people who may be worried about sending their kids to school. Like, we're not going to just allow anybody to come check your kid out of school and all of that. Like, this is a safe place. Your kid is still entitled to their education. We know people are a little scared and up in arms right now.
Basically, they're going to deport with dignity out there. That's what they're saying. We're going to deport these children, but we're going to do it with dignity.
They're not going to let them come into
Instead of
schools, though, like what old boy down there in Texas was saying. Like,
yeah, they're just doing it with a little dignity. As like they said, we're not going to just let anyone sign your children out that was not on the emergency card. So when they show up at the school, what we're going to do is give you a courtesy call to come up here. That's how I read that.
Right.
That's how I read that.
Right. Hey, listen, man. It's ugly outside, man.
It's real ugly. And by the way, this Texas teacher is a substitute teacher, by the way. So he's not,
Damn.
it says a Texas substitute teacher has come under fire after inviting immigration and customs enforcement officers to raid his school because students don't even speak English. And this is in Dallas, Fort Worth, which is, Fort Worth. Independent School District. The officials launched an independent investigation after the substitute teacher responded to a post by ICE on social media, giving an update on the arrest on January 23rd. So just a few days ago.
And now, again, y'all got to hold your own nuts. Don't look at us. And this is the thing, too. Like, with all of the pushback from, the vote blue no matter who crowd out here trying to shame black people, and making it seem like everything, it's all our fault. You know, basically, not even just black people. They talking about us here in the grassroots. It's all our fault that all this stuff is happening, which I don't mind. But it's just funny to me that there's no backlash to what was the percentage of Latinos who voted for Trump?
Right. Let me go here. I think I've actually put this up because I was going back and forth with someone yesterday, on Facebook. And I'm just like, all this attention towards, this is what y'all want. It's like y'all meaning black people, because I'm talking to another black person at the time. This is what y'all wanted. And like, we caused this. No, we're not going to. We did, in a sense that, and I wouldn't say voted for Trump, but a lot of us chose the couch. We
Right.
did. We just chose the couch. So it's still not our fault. But as far as Latinos, let me see who we got.
That's what I'm saying. I
Hispanics,
don't.
51%.
Right.
51%.
Right. So why y'all not hollering at them? Why y'all not hollering at them and white women and all these other groups
Right.
that are supposed to be liberal, progressive, all of these things? Why y'all not hollering all these other groups who voted for Trump in these large numbers? It's only a small number of us that voted for Trump.
Right.
And a lot of people that went out there and voted for Trump. It's not even a lot of us that chose the couch. It was just enough of us. So I don't mind taking the blame. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I
Let
don't
me
mind that.
rephrase that. By race, let me just rephrase that.
Okay.
Latino men, 44%. Latino women, 58%. Voted for Trump.
Holla at them.
Holler at them.
Y'all going through this because of your own people. Your own people sold you out. They knew y'all. They knew what the blowback was going to be. And so now, hold on. Where is that? Damn. Right here. And so now y'all could blame this on your own people. They went out there and voted for Trump in the 50 percentile. And now y'all ducking and hiding. Y'all out here running around. Let me. I think this got
Like
music.
roaches.
So let me mute it.
Hide like roaches.
Now y'all out here like this when the ice raid starts. When the ice raid start, now y'all looking for somewhere to hide. Yeah. Don't be mad at us.
And
We
you know what else
minding
they
our
doing?
business over here.
You know what else they doing? They lying on Foundation of Black Americans, saying that black teachers are willing to put their lives on the line. Basically jump in front of bullets and shit, to save these kids from ICE. Stop lying. We not. We
Wait,
not.
are they lying though? I don't know if they're lying, to be honest, man.
You know what?
You don't think it's some mammies out there putting the
There's
cape on?
always a mammy, but she may say something like, "Y'all don't do it like that. At least call their mama and daddy up here. Don't just take them." You know what I'm saying? They don't know y'all, but ain't nobody jumping in front of no dang. We ain't doing all that.
I think what she was trying to, and I'm gonna play that video too if I can find that video real quick. But yeah, this y'all looking for
All
some place
day.
to hide now. Now that ICE is coming. But I think what she was saying, and again, I don't think she lying. I think you got a lot of those mammies out there like that. That's caping for them. Especially the elders. You know what I'm saying? In the school system and all of that. They're very motherly and all of that. It is a part of our culture to care about everybody, especially when it comes to kids. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that some of that is happening. And what she was saying by black people, it ain't all of us, but
Right.
the ones that she's talking about, the reason why she's saying they're actually willing to risk their lives, because she kept saying, we all know what happens. We all know what happens when the police come. She kept saying that. So like, she trying to say like,
shit.
Exactly. That's what she was trying to allude to. Like, they're actually risking their lives because police be killing their ass. That's what she was trying to say.
Well, when police are doing that, where have you been? What side
Where
of the
you
fence have
been?
you been on? I don't
Right.
see. Have we looked up any post of her saying Black Lives Matter or anything? I'm just saying
Right.
reparations. Black people
Right.
deserve reparations. Where's those posted?
Right. That is the question right there. Where your ass was at? Where your ass was at when a nigga really needed you? Oh, I just
Right.
saw it. You know, don't be trying to gaslight us now.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw the damn video. Hold on. Oh, here it goes, right here. Here she goes, all emotional and yeah. Here she goes. And I know a lot of y'all saw this video or whatever already, but here she goes.
Gosh, I really don't even know how to say this because no words can really express the appreciation I have for the Black community right now. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And I know I'm speaking on behalf of many Mexicans right now.
No, you ain't. No, you ain't.
Not based off those numbers. Nope.
Yeah, we gonna cut that shit out right now with that part. You speaking on behalf, even if you was being genuine, you only speaking for your damn self at the most. Because we didn't forget. Hold on, where's that article at?
Which one?
Let me find that article from a couple of years ago out there by you in LA. I think it was LA, somewhere in California, where those Mexican gangs were racially cleansing the neighborhood.
Oh yeah. That's in there.
Let me find that. We ain't forget. You ain't speaking on behalf of many Mexicans. Cut that out right now. Damn, where's that article at?
Is this him? No, that's not it.
Y'all bear with me 1 second. I know it's in here. Y'all just bear with me 1 second while I look this up. Because we got so many stories in here because there's been a lot of stuff going on just over the past week. Here it goes. And this was an article from ABC. Hold on. Why is this coming up?
Sometimes they be having those pop-ups.
Okay, yeah, this was the article, not NBC, ABC News. It says a Latino gang accused of attempting a racial cleansing of African Americans in Azusa, California, has been indicted.
Predominantly Hispanic.
Where's that?
It's part of LA County, but predominantly Hispanic. I used to work out there.
Okay. Says they have been indicted for federal rights conspiracy, according to U.S. Attorney's Office. Prior federal cases involving street gangs have included racial violence allegations, but this indictment is only the second time in history that the federal civil rights laws have been used against members of a criminal street gang.
First time.
Azusa 13 waged a campaign of hate against African Americans, a 2-decade crime spree. It took 2 decades before they did anything about this, y'all.
I'm just saying.
A 2-decade crime spree in which African Americans were harassed and attacked. A federal grand jury issued a 24-count indictment last week that charged the 51 defendants with a broad range of crimes, including extortion, robbery, and murder. The 3-year investigation of the Barrio Azusa 13 gang culminated this week in an early morning raid involving almost 400 law enforcement officials. Azusa is a city of about 45,000 people located about 30 minutes northeast of Los Angeles. Only 3% of this population is African American. And these are civilian citizens. These are not gang members that they just beefing with a black gang or something. These are just regular everyday citizens. They fucking with them just because they black. That's it.
That's it. Listen, my sister, this is the 90s at this point. I'm a teenager. My sister moved into a new apartment in a city called La Puente. It's La Puente, which is another close to Azusa actually. But the day that she moved in, she finally got all her stuff in the house. They're moving in all day or whatever. That night, they didn't even put the beds up. They slept on pallets on the floor because they were tired. We'll put all this stuff up tomorrow. Let's just go to sleep. So it's just my sister, her 2 kids at the time, and her boyfriend, and some Hispanics shot up the apartment. And they're screaming all kind of, racial epithets basically at her. My sister got shot in the arm. Bullets, literally, if my niece and nephew's beds were put up, they would have been shot. It's luckily they did not put those beds up that time. So my sister moved in on a Saturday and moved out when she got out the hospital. You know what I'm saying? A couple days later, luckily it only hit her in the arm, went in and came out, and they were screaming racial epithets. I also went to school in Hawaiian Gardens. We lived in Hawaiian Gardens for a brief moment. My mother's car was set on fire because we're Black. And this is from Latino gangs. So the whole terrorizing and trying to racially cleanse Black people, this is not just an article. This is personal experience within my own family. Let's be very, very clear. I've experienced this stuff as a teenager in high school.
And so where was all these tears and concern and
Right.
solidarity with the Black community when this was going on?
Exactly.
You know, don't come boohooing over here now. Y'all gonna have to hold those tacos. Hold your own burrito. Sorry.
You know, my mom got robbed, you know, going to her car on the way to work in the morning because we lived in Hawaiian Gardens. She worked downtown LA. So when she would leave in the morning, it would still be dark. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, and they literally took her purse. They punched her, took her purse, her keys and stuff like that. Do you know, she called the landlord to let the landlord know. He came the same day to change our locks. Those people came to our door in the middle of the night using her keys to try to get in. We were looking at them through the peephole. Some Hispanics, like, the shit is real.
Yeah, and not only that, we know that it wasn't until 2015 or 2016 in Mexico they finally recognized the Black Mexicans as citizens.
Wow.
Just about a decade ago, they just became citizens of Mexico, and these are Black indigenous people.
And notice now that we're talking about reparations, all of them now want to hang on their indigenous part, you know, of their you know, racial background. It's like, no, you know, you white when you over here. Stop playing.
I Black too.
Yeah.
This is our land too. 2015. Thank you.
Not according to that 18.
Jesse Paris.
What is that? That the Treaty of Hidalgo.
Right.
No. We're not gonna let y'all forget the Treaty of Hidalgo.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got
Y'all
your
got
reparations.
Y'all got paid. And so the thing that these people keep trying to throw at us to try to have some type of gotcha moment and I told you so moment. Trump revoked 60-year-old executive order requiring equal employment opportunity in government contracting. So this is what we supposed to be. This is supposed to be directed specifically at us.
Right.
The way, if you let them tell it, see, Black folks, I told y'all.
Read the comments.
Look what Trump done did. Trump revoked 60-year executive order requiring equal opportunity employment for government contracting. Now, last night there was a live with Teslin Figaro and Jamal Green out there in Chicago.
Yeah.
And they were talking about some of this because she had posted the clip when Al Sharpton took 100 and some odd people down to Costco's to go shop at Costco's because Costco's vowed not to do away with their DEI programs and blah, blah, blah. And so Sharpton went out there to show, yeah, we rocking with Costco because they standing on business for Blacks, minorities, right, and LGBT people.
Right.
And so they went and took 100 and some odd people out there to go spend their money at Costco. And so she posted that. Jamal went in her comments and he was like, nah, you know, Tess, this some bullshit right here.
We got to talk about this.
And, you know, they went live. They had a discussion. It was a pretty good discussion. I didn't stay on for the whole thing. I got the gist of it. But I understand where Teslin was coming from, where she was talking about how, you know, she's actually had contracts with the government where she was able to employ Black people through these contracts. And this is going to affect her from being able to do that. I get that. But when we look at, you know what I'm saying, we can always look at anecdotal, you know, situations. And the thing is, some of this blowback is going to hit some Black folks.
Yeah.
it's going to affect some black people are going to be affected by some of these rollbacks, right? But that doesn't mean that this is something that's setting black people back as a whole, because what we need to look at is, okay, this was put in place
1965.
Right. This was put in place 60 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so what we have to look at is, okay, over the last 60 years since this was put in place, how much progress have black people made as a whole? Is this something that was put in place that was actually working for us? Or was there a few black people here and there that were able to, benefit and take advantage of it? Which is cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Certain black people get to do certain things, but we cannot try to paint this picture of this is affecting the black community as a whole, because what was our economic standing prior to this executive order? And what is our economic standing 60 years after the executive order is put in place?
Right.
And if we're still in the same exact position, then that means it was a nothing burger. It was useless. And that's the thing about all of these DEI programs and some of these civil rights, equal opportunity legislations like affirmative action and things of that nature. That's the thing about it. Does it address our core issues, or is it just window dressing? And we're saying it's only window dressing. So why are we afraid to get rid of it? Why are we afraid to let it go? Because it's actually working against us, because it's lifting up all of these other groups above us.
Exactly.
So our economic situation is the same now as it was 60 years ago. But 60 years ago, we didn't have a buffer class in between us and the white supremacists. We were number two.
Right.
We were in the same economic situation, but we were number two. Now, what these programs have done was pile a whole bunch of other groups on top of us.
Black labor, white wealth, y'all. I actually reread it. I'm in the process now, mid through it. I had to reread it. You know what I'm saying? Since the Trump, election, I was like, let me reread this stuff, because there's some stuff that I forgot. I had to reread it, and he's talking about the buffer classes throughout the book as well. I don't know if you have it on here, if you want to show this one, but it was a sister on X. Her name is One of None Villain. And she posted some interesting information, or about the rolling back. She says this EO was established in 1965. 60 years has passed since then, and in 60 years, Black people make up 3.6% of those contracts, y'all. You would think that we would be at least at 50% if this was an effect, if the ENO was effective. However, wait. If this was an effective EO, however, the numbers say otherwise. This fear mongering won't work this time. And I actually went back this morning into Chat GPT, and on her, she did 2023. I did 2024 through his most recent election, and then percentage is at 3.7%, y'all. So we've made no progress in 60 years, and yet people are windmilling in our comments all over social media, putting up videos and all this crap, whining about something that we've only gained 3.7% of those contracts since 1965.
Right. Exactly. And so this illustration that's on your screen right here is the perfect illustration.
That's DEI right there.
This is what's being taken away from us, y'all. This is what's being taken away from us. Yeah, there was some crumbs on the table for us in some of these programs. There was some crumbs on the table, but everybody else was getting whole slices of cake.
Right.
And so now what's getting taken away is all of those slices of cake. Right. And so now this Negro right here in the back can deal directly with this white supremacist at the top. We can get rid of all these in between minority groups and all of that. We can bypass all of that and go directly to the culprit. And he's the one that's hoarding all the tangibles. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way that we got to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Teslin, I like Teslin, but I don't know if she don't understand that or what her deal is, because You majoring in the minors, beloved.
I think we've been conditioned though to, although she uses her contracts, to employ and better, help out Black people. She's also only one person. So
Mm-hmm.
it's only so much that she can do as one
Mm-hmm.
person. And I think that's the part that's missing. Yeah, it's cool for you. And we
Right.
appreciate what you have been able to do, to help other Black people with the contracts. But what about the masses of us? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of the whole, I feel, flexing about what I can do. Me, I, but nothing about the group. And no other group thinks that way.
Right. You play as a team or you lose by default.
Those,
We
period.
got to keep going back to Dr. Anderson. Whenever we have these
Yeah.
discussions, we just got to keep going back to Dr. Claude Anderson, man. You play as a team or you lose by default. That's how this works. That's how this works. And so Dr. Anderson, who is responsible for writing one of the first affirmative action programs in the country when he was over the education system down in Florida, he's been saying we need to pull out of affirmative action.
Yep.
The man who one of the main people who's responsible for implementing it in the first place is saying, nah, this is a trick bag. We need to pull out of it because it wasn't meant to go to all these other groups. He designed it specifically for us, foundational Black Americans, but they put this trick bag language in there and it's benefiting everybody except us. And they don't have a legitimate grievance to justify these benefits in the first place. So these are unearned benefits. And so if we pull out of it, then there's nothing for them to stand on to justify continuing to receive it. And so that's what we're seeing happen. So this is a good thing. This is a good thing. And here's a perfect example right here. Nice, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. Because I can't see you and you ain't saying nothing. So I'm like, where the hell Nice
I'm
be at?
sitting over here looking for stuff. Sorry.
Oh, no, you good. You good. But here's a perfect example here. And I'm not going to pull up because this stuff slows down the stream and all that. But here's an article from what outlet is this? Oh, this was in the New York Post, and this was in 2024. So before Trump even took office, some local municipalities and certain entities were already rolling back some of these programs, just anticipating, the re-election of Trump. They were, and they were already controlled by a lot of right wingers or whatever the case may be. They were already like, all right, we about to start rolling some of this stuff back now, preemptively. And so what happened was back in October, Asian enrollment at top colleges, Princeton, Yale, and Duke, down. Admission groups claim discrimination. So now the Asians who were suing to get rid of DEI programs because they were saying that Black people were getting unfair advantage and they were being discriminated against. They're the ones who were actually benefiting from the programs.
And they were complaining about the
all across,
right?
All across the board.
Oh wow!
All across the board, and mind you, they also have their own institutions as well. Historically, Asian institutions, colleges as well.
Oh wow!
And they have historically Hispanic. Yeah, they do. They have a few of those around. They do. And it says Asian students are being discriminated against by elite colleges even after the Supreme Court ruled affirmative action unconstitutional. The Students for Fair Admissions group alleges. So now they crying foul. After they campaign to get rid of the program gets taken away. Their admission numbers start to drop. Meanwhile, ours stay the same. Our numbers didn't move. It didn't go up. It didn't go down.
You treating us like them niggas.
But just the fact that our numbers stayed the same tells you that we never benefited from the program in the first place. Those of us who make it into these elite colleges, we get there based on our merit.
People lie, numbers don't.
So it says Princeton, Yale, and Duke have come under scrutiny as the demographic breakdown of their incoming classes has barely budged despite the ruling. Apart from a decline in Asian students, according to data published by the schools. At Duke, the percentage of Asian students dropped from 35% to 29%. 6% drop on the first admission season, according to the New York Times. And at Yale, it plummeted from 30% to 24%, another 6% drop. Their public statistics show Black and Hispanic student percentages held steady at both. You know? So this is a prime example.
Question that. And I'm going to question that whole Black and Hispanic part held, steady at both, because they're still trying to make us comparable as a group too. You know what I'm saying? And we know that they get more than us too. I'm going to question the Black and Hispanic admissions numbers. I do.
I feel you. But just going by the numbers, that are being reported, that goes to show you who's really being affected by the DEI fallout. Because it ain't us. It ain't us. And there's a reason why everybody's looking to us to put the cape on. Why is everybody looking to us to put the cape on? Like we mentioned earlier, when it was these other groups that voted in large numbers for Donald Trump.
Right.
It wasn't us that voted in large numbers for Donald Trump. But it's our fault. Right. And not only that, they're looking to us because what it is we are the ones with the moral capital.
Yep.
It's our plight and our grievance that everybody else gets to piggyback on. They don't have a grievance of their own that they can stand on. So they need us to be outraged so they can use our plight and our grievance to latch on to. That's the only reason why everybody's looking at us.
Well, that ain't gonna work today.
That's the reason why that's the reason why our delineation movement is so important.
And it's very effective too.
Oh, very
I'm
effective.
loving it's very effective. They can say what they want. Oh, it's just on the internet. Remember that? Mm-hmm. These people are just on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? No, we outside too.
Right. Y'all see it. And so the other thing that they beefing about is the birthright citizenship thing.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we got to tap that.
Right. And so they're talking about the 14th Amendment. And Trump is not, nor does he have the authority to take away the 14th Amendment. That's not what's happening. Right. What they're doing is they're properly interpreting what the 14th Amendment is for and what it stands for. And so birthright citizenship was never meant to create a loophole for people to anchor babies over here with.
No.
That was never the intentions of the 14th Amendment in the Constitution. But that's what it has been used for. And out of all people, and culture has been spitting facts about this for a long time.
A long time.
And let me pull up that video that you had posted with Ann Coulter speaking truth to power. It's somewhere around here. Is this it?
Yeah. Oh, it's on your timeline.
And it's on my timeline. Let me just go there. Let me go there so I don't gotta waste too much time. Let me see. Damn. How do I get to my profile? Why is it not showing my profile? Hold on.
On mine.
All right, I got it. Here we go. So this Ann Coulter spitting facts on the subject. Hold on, let me unmute this. Fair use, by the way. This is fair use. All right, here we go. Y'all can see that, right?
Question, which I talk about a lot in my book. No. The reason Americans are sensitive to the race issue, particularly, is because of the legacy of slavery and Jim Crow. That's why we have civil rights laws.
Why do we have civil rights laws in this country?
She said it in the same sentence.
Right. We don't have civil rights laws in this country because of what happened to LGBT people,
right,
or immigrants, or minorities, or Latinos, or marginalized communities. We have civil rights in this country because of the plight and the fight of foundational Black Americans. Period. Full stop.
We'll stop.
So that means foundational Black Americans should be the primary and really the exclusive beneficiaries
right.
of these programs, because nothing happened to none of these other groups. They were not aggrieved by this country. These were meant to undo a wrong that was done. Nothing was done wrong to none of these other people. They volunteered to come here, by the way.
Exactly. And especially for 400 years.
Let me let Ann Coulter cook. Well, her white supremacist ass.
That's why we have affirmative action and set-asides. But then suddenly one day, out of the blue, people used to talk about integration all the time. It was integration. You don't discriminate against Black people, which we had to spend 100 years teaching the Democrats not to do.
Let me touch on that.
You have to take a dig.
Right. Because people wonder, people like, damn, why is it? Because everybody know, like I said, this is a suspected white supremacist female that's speaking. And so they like, why is she all this? Why is she standing up for Black Americans? Why is she speaking truth to power about the plight of Black Americans? Well, her thing is she's trying to take a dig at the Democrats.
That's it.
This is nothing but white supremacists infighting. But what we need to understand is how to play our position when the white supremacists start fighting amongst themselves so that we can receive the benefits. That's how war strategies work. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn how to position yourself when two of your enemies are fighting with each other. Really, it's just one enemy fighting with itself. You know what I'm saying? But that's her purpose, and her aim is to undermine and put all the racism on the Democrats.
Right.
Because they like to say this. It was the Democrats that had y'all enslaved, and it was the Democrats that had the Jim Crow and all this other stuff. We know that there was a big switch that took place, and all of the people that are in the Republican Party now were the Democrats of the day. We know that, but there's no need for us to try to insert ourselves into that fight. Let them have it, because at the end of the day, what she's saying will bring about a beneficial outcome for us.
Right.
So all we got to do is fall back. But not too many Black people want to get in the comments and say, well, actually, she's wrong because there was a big switch, and they want to break down all the history and all of that. Listen, we know, Negro. We know she's halfway full of shit. Is she speaking out of both sides of her mouth? We know that. Fall back sometimes, though. Let me let her finish.
But that is all about American Blacks. It's not about someone who has...
You hear the specificity?
Right. That's all about American Blacks, foundational Black Americans.
And Coulter sound like a Dr. Anderson student.
Never set foot in this country before. It's liberals who are the racists who say, oh, you're all brown. We're going to treat you like American Blacks. And it's really kind of shocking. I mean, I don't know if maybe some of you know this. Jesse Jackson used to stand at the border denouncing the illegal immigrants coming across.
I didn't even know that.
I didn't either. When she said that, I said, I need a video. I got to research that.
Yeah, I need to look that up. I didn't even know that.
Cesar Chavez denounced them as wetbacks, driving down the wages of the poor. But today, you can arrive from, the Sudan yesterday. You will get affirmative action applying to college. You will get affirmative action applying for government business loans. The 14th Amendment was about one thing, again, utterly insulting to Black Americans. The 14th Amendment, why was that passed? So that someday La Raza could usher across Mexican women who were 8.5 months pregnant. They could drop a baby and say, you didn't catch me. I'm an American citizen now. No, people don't put trap doors in a constitution.
Right.
A secret trap door. Ooh, this will surprise them. To get an amendment passed, you need a mass feeling about a big thing. We had just fought a civil war to force, again, the Democrats to stop enslaving Blacks. The 14th Amendment is absolutely exclusively about Black Americans. That's what it's about. And by the way, it's not about gay marriage either, but they're at least gay Americans. Here we're talking about people who've never set foot on U.S. soil before, playing a game of Red Rover with our Border Patrol for the most precious possession in the universe, citizenship in this country.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
There it is.
You know,
There it is. Is Miss Ann pulling stories from her own arse? Miss Ann spitting facts. Spirit Wonder. Miss Ann was spitting facts right there. I don't know. I ain't got a problem with nothing she said. You know? She trying to use them facts to benefit her party, make her party look good, and undermine
the Democrats.
the
Which they
Democrats.
deserve, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Now, Ann, we need you to take that same energy and push for reparations, cash reparations, specifically for Black Americans as well, for foundational Black Americans. Talk to your people. Get that bill signed.
Right. Cruel reality. Yeah. And see, but that's what I'm talking about. He said, yeah, that's absolutely not why they fought the war. Yeah, we know. We know this. Let her have this one, though. Okay, let's not major in the minor. Let her have this one. We could clear all that other stuff up later on.
But the facts are the facts.
Let's stick to what she said about the 14th Amendment.
That's all we're talking about right now.
Let's just stick to that. That ain't got nothing to do with us. I mean, that got everything to do with us. That ain't got nothing to do with them. And Marcel had put up a post too. Shout out to Marcel Dixon. That's our brother. Absolutely. He put up a post on Instagram, I think earlier today.
Yeah, I think yesterday or today on X as well as Instagram.
It said somebody retweeted Rep. Grothman explains how the 14th Amendment was never intended to grant birthright citizenship to children of illegal aliens. So this senator or congressman or whoever he is was explaining the same thing that Ann Coulter was explaining in that video we just played. And somebody tweeted that, and Marcel retweeted saying, exactly, birthright citizenship is not guaranteed to everyone born in the United States of America. It is for those whose parents, or at least one parent, is subject to the jurisdiction of the American government. A child of two illegal immigrants is not. Stop allowing something that was meant for my demographic, freedmen, and letting millions of illegal immigrants abuse it by means of anchor babies. Bloop. So this is good, ladies and gentlemen. This is good. The DEI fallback is not having a negative impact on us whatsoever. We're still in the same predicament that we've been in. The only difference is now more of us will start to realize the time and what needs to be done in order for us to rectify the situation.
I agree.
Help is not on the way.
Help is not on the way. And I think that this is the perfect time for foundational Black Americans to take a full advantage, of these deportations, take full advantage of getting our just contracts from the government, for entrepreneurs and business owners, if you can. I don't know if you guys saw my social media. There's a bunch of jobs that's hiring, for the fire victims, a lot of cleanup, jobs. They're hiring and paying up to $25 an hour. You know what I'm saying? So these are opportunities. This is also going to be opportunities specifically for the burn areas, Black contractors. You know what I'm saying? To get these contractors, the government is going to be giving out some contracts for that too. It's our time, y'all, but take full advantage. We can't keep focusing on what wasn't said, what wasn't done. Right now, the time is now.
Right. So we gotta use the leverage that we have,
right,
to correct these things now, because now that all of these things are being done away with, now, like I said, we can get all the buffer classes out the way, and we could deal directly with the powers that shouldn't be. And now when we get programs implemented, we could make sure that the language is correct, and we could make sure that it's not just symbolism that's being written into it. Because like I said, one of the other fallouts from the DEI thing, they said Air Force scraps course that use videos of Tuskegee airmen and female World War II pilots. So we're supposed to be up in arms because they're not showing these videos anymore.
Right.
That's all symbolism.
All of it is symbolism. It does nothing for us as a group. We do not need them to post a video to show value in us. We don't need them for that. We're supposed to do that.
Right. And so again, now when we get these programs re-implemented or implemented in the first place, we could make sure that it's very specific of who it's for, our status, not race-based, not minority-based, or none of these other ambiguous terms, but very specific to us, and that it's not just symbolism and window dressing, that it has teeth and tangibles, things that are going to change the status quo. So that creates that opportunity now.
And I feel like this is Donald Trump is creating an alley-oop for us to do it. Even though DEI and all this other stuff has, now, been shut down. What does that mean? You're a foundational Black American. You are an American. So this belongs to you. Go get it.
We need BEI, Black Equity and Inclusion.
That part.
You know what I mean? Let's get that diversity shit up out of here. Black Equity and Inclusion. You know what I mean? That's what we need.
New hashtag DEI.
Trump bars transgender women from U.S. prisons for female inmates. Whoop, another one bites the dust.
You know what? And think about all the monies that's going into the prison system to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Especially the private prison system. But then also the monies that's being allocated for these people to get hormone shots. What do you need titties for? You in jail. What do you need a wig for? You in jail.
Yeah. Using taxpayer dollars
to
do these gender transition surgeries and hormones or whatever they got going on. And then also creating these dangerous environments by putting these dudes in female prisons.
And getting them pregnant.
You know what I'm saying? You know what type of hostile environment that creates? It's bad enough you got females in there. They already scared of the studs. Now you got to deal with somebody that was born a man coming in there with some titties, running the TV room and all that. Come on now. It's weird stuff. Yeah, Trump getting rid of all this weird stuff.
And so, that's danger, putting them in danger with those other men. They can get, raped in there. There's men and getting raped, in men prisons too. And these are still biological men. I'm sorry, you're in prison. You're not getting rewarded. You're not going to a spa or a resort. You're going to jail.
Listen, man. I don't know. I don't know about y'all. The prisons I've been in, them punks wasn't in no danger.
Right. And let's be clear, punks can fight too.
Right.
Sure.
Them punks ain't nobody want no smoke with them damn punks. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, I know in New York, I don't know how it is in other places, but their protection is the Hispanics. The Hispanics look out for them punks real heavy. A lot of people, I don't think people understand that dynamic. They said, I think it was either the Nietas or the Latin Kings. I forgot which Hispanic gang it was, but they say in Puerto Rico, when they had an uprising against, the prison officials and all of that, it was the punks that popped off first. The punks set off the revolution in the prisons in Puerto Rico over there. So they hold them up in high esteem. You know what I'm saying? And plus, they're very open about, playing in the mud and all that. They don't care. These niggas be getting married in the yard and all type of shit.
Oh, Lord.
You know what I'm saying? So they got all the protection they need in general population. They good. Don't worry about them. They good.
Crazy.
I
don't know why they act like prison is supposed to be a resort.
We talked about the Planned Parenthood thing last night, right?
No.
Trump defunds Planned Parenthood?
I don't think we talked about it. Yes, we did, because I said that now people have to practice abstinence.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we touched on that one a little bit last night. But yeah. So that's some of the stuff that, a lot of the fallout that ain't got shit to do with us about all this DEI stuff and all of that, man. That's what's really going on out here, man. Nearly 2,000 Haitians got detained for illegally entering the Dominican Republic. So is this having a reverberation effect around the globe now? Even though, you know, the Dominicans been on that bullshit with the Haitians. That ain't really nothing new. But yeah, this just happened in the past week. Haitian citizens, they say, was crossing the Dominican border illegally, and they detained over 2,000 of them for illegally entering the country. According to a statement issued by the Army, they said 1,936 Haitians were accepted by motorist patrols while traveling on foot through various border communities. The statement by the Army said that during these operations, 9 nationals from the Dominican Republic were arrested for transporting Haitian nationals on vehicles ranging from motorcycle to minibus. And the thing that's crazy about that shit over there too is, you know, a lot of Haitians speak Spanish, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Haitians, they speak French and they speak Spanish,
Right.
and so a lot of times they don't have like the infrastructure that we have over here to be able to identify people, you know, who they are and where they actually come from, the way that the capabilities that we have over here. And so a lot of times they're rounding up some of the dark-skinned Dominicans too and sending them to Haiti, and they ain't even Haitian. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the dark-skinned Dominicans get caught in the crossfire with stuff like this when they be doing this racial cleansing and all that stuff over there. They'll just take a dark-skinned Dominican and say he's Haitian too. A lot of that shit goes on over there, man. It's a real,
Hold on, we got a breaking
dynamic.
We got a breaking. This is on the Shade
What's
Room, by
going
the
on?
way. Donald Trump announces retaliation plan against Colombia. Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me? Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you good.
Donald Trump announces retaliation plan against Colombia after the U.S. aircraft carrying migrants were denied access into the country. Colombian president says the U.S. cannot treat Colombian migrants as criminals. Yes, they here illegally. What are you talking about? You getting them back. They don't even want their own people, y'all.
That's crazy.
They don't want them either.
That's crazy. So where they at now then? I wonder where they in limbo at. That's crazy. They're not even letting y'all back into your homeland.
Your homeland don't want you.
You know, now y'all be telling us we ain't got no homeland and we just wandering Africans and shit. Don't nobody want y'all. Damn. That's crazy.
Let me read what Donald Trump stated. I was just informed that two flights from the United States with a large number of illegal criminals were not allowed to land in Colombia. This order was given by Colombia's socialist president Gustavo Petro, who is already very unpopular amongst his people. Petro's denial to these flights has jeopardized the national security and public safety of the United States, so I have directed my administration to immediately take the following urgent and decisive retaliatory measures. Emergency 25% tariffs on all goods coming into the United States in 1 week, and 25% tariffs will be raised to 50%.
Man, hey, listen, man.
Oh, and travel ban. He said a travel ban and immediate visa revocations on Colombian government officials and allies and supporters. Boom.
Trump ain't playing with y'all.
Gangsta, gangsta, that's what they're yelling. It's not about a salary. It's all about reality.
Trump is not playing with y'all motherfuckers, man. And damn, man, I know a lot of cool Colombians, man. Shout out to my cool Colombian brothers and sisters out there, man. But damn, y'all.
Hope you're here illegally.
I remember back when I was locked up in the late 90s. This one Colombian dude was getting deported after he was finishing up his time, and he was getting deported, and he never been to Colombia in his life. He don't speak Spanish, nothing. But I guess his parents came over here when he was a kid or whatever. He grew up over here, but he don't know shit about Colombia, and he was getting deported. Got no family ties over there, nothing. They're just gonna drop you off.
Well,
Damn.
my thing is, a lot of times they don't have family ties here, you know, but y'all find a way. So find a way.
Nice to you, ain't shit.
Find a way. You know what? Nobody gives a damn about us. You know what I'm saying? Especially out here. It's raining today. I can, you know, point the camera outside. It's pouring down. 56% of the homeless people up down there on Skid Row is Black Americans. Ain't nobody giving a damn.
Mm-hmm.
Find a way. Pull your bootstraps up. Ain't that what they tell us? After slavery, you know what I'm saying? We were released out with nothing and had to figure it out. Our ancestors they weren't given shit.
Hey, that's facts.
You know what I'm saying? And we built it all from the mud.
That
So
is
no,
facts.
it's hard for me, you know, to give people all these excuses when we were never given any.
Bangham Smurf got deported. Where's Bangham Smurf from? I don't remember hearing about that. I know Bangham Smurf.
I don't even know who that is.
He was with G Unit. He was with G Unit. Was he with G Unit? I think he was with G Unit. Where he was from? Will Cashgrove. FBA freedmen make something out of nothing. We sure do. That's our culture.
So they have to do the same thing, y'all. We didn't get no handouts, like they like to say. You know, no handouts have been given to us.
Bangham Smurf was from Trinidad. Okay.
Well, I've been to Trinidad. He ain't gonna like the food. At least I didn't. I was there for 12 days, y'all. I lost 12 pounds in 12 days. Not shitting y'all. Food was horrible.
Speaking of foreign food, I had some jollof yesterday. Banging. Had some jollof and salmon. She's from Liberia. So you know they be banging over who got the best jollof. I don't know. Liberia, I don't know. 10 out of 10. I'm gonna have to recommend.
Maybe you was hungry.
No, it was good, Nicey. I'm telling you, it was good. Seasoned real good. The fish was good. Nice. It was good. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm gonna try to make some jollof. I just gotta find a YouTube video or something. I've never made it.
I don't see really what the big deal is, to be honest. I mean, it's rice and vegetables and, you know what I'm saying, like tomato sauce or something. Like, it's not like
so like Spanish rice.
What? Yeah, it's not too much different than Spanish. What are y'all hanging your hat on this jollof rice about? It's good. It was good. I'm not shitting on it. It was good. But I'm saying that's y'all claim to fame. That's y'all dish. That's your claim to fame. Y'all banging over who make the best rice. Like,
and rice ain't that hard to make.
It ain't really nothing that special. Not trying to shit on nobody. The food was good. The food was good. Shout out to my client and his wife. She hooked it up. It was good. I appreciate it. But I'm saying that's y'all claim to fame. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got so many different things. We're not just known for like one dish. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got so many different things that we known for. I saw this video, you know, what's the young dude, the FBA dude who's out there in the UK and he be making those videos.
Oh, yeah, Aiden.
Yeah, Aiden. He's funny. But he posted a video of this Black American sister. Let me go on Twitter and show y'all that, because Black Americans, especially our women, y'all ain't no goddamn joke, man. Let me go on Twitter real quick so I can show y'all this. Because y'all know
Adonis, my bad.
Say it again. Adonis. That's his name. Adonis. Yeah, that's his name. But y'all know they say the food. I ain't never been over there to the UK, but they always talk about how bad the food is over there.
Yeah.
In the UK. Oh, wait, how do I get to my, let me go over here. And so, you know, one of the things that people be getting on them about is they be eating beans and bread. Like, they literally just make a pot. They just make a pot of pork and beans and just put it on a piece of bread. That's one of their meals over there. And so this sister made a TikTok video. I think it was a TikTok video. Where is it at? Let me show y'all this. Here she go. Nigga, she done remix they beans and bread plate. Put that FBA spirit on it. Let me show y'all something.
Not the spirit. She done blessed it.
Yeah. She done did a remix. She's fixing British food, beans and toast. That's what they be eating. Beans and toast. Hold on, let me bring this back. Hold on. What's the volume, man? Is the volume on? Okay, all right, check this out.
Food is so bad that only a black woman can fix it, because what even is this?
Exactly.
This is the only beans on toast that's worth eating.
Eh?
Let's make it.
Okay.
With the goal of there actually being flavor in mine, I brown some andouille sausage, and then I add some onion, bell pepper, and garlic. Then I add my smoked neck bones and our washed red beans. I cover it with water, and then I season it really well with a lot of Cajun spice, and then I add some parsley and some bay leaves. I cover it and let it simmer, and when it's almost done, I pull some of the beans out and mash them so that it'll thicken all of the beans.
Say what now?
My andouille sausage, and then I just let that simmer while I make the toast. I cut my cornbread into
cornbread, nigga.
Pan with some butter and some honey. I make sure that
Honey
it's toasted
and
to
butter?
Y'all better get with it.
both sides, and then when that's done, I top it with my beans. She's buttery, she's sweet, she's smoky. Now throw that tomato nonsense in the rubbish. The Americans are back. We'll take it.
She said, hold on. I gotta play that last part. In fair use, they got the music in the background and shit. That probably fucked the whole video up. But I gotta play that last part. What she said?
Throw that tomatoey nonsense in the rubbish. The Americans will take it from here.
She said, the Americans are back. We'll take it from here.
And use their words, rubbish.
Shout out to FBA women. Y'all ain't no joke in that goddamn kitchen, goddamn
You
it.
hear me?
Woo! I want some of that. Take out the pork though. Let's replace that andouille
with some
sausage
smoked turkey.
With some, yeah, put some smoked turkey and some chicken sausages in there, and we good to go.
Yep.
Put some smoked turkey and some chicken sausages in there, and we good to go. She said, what even is this rubbish?
Rubbish. And you know what's so cold? They probably using some damn canned beans. They didn't even make them from scratch.
Right.
Just made those beans from scratch.
Man. Which one of y'all want to make me some beans and toast, ladies?
The beans and cornbread. What you talking
cornbread.
about?
Right.
Cornbread.
With the honey and butter and all that.
You hear me?
Jesus Christ. Man, I think that does it for today's episode of Sincere.
My mother made some black-eyed peas and cornbread yesterday. No, real talk. Yesterday, she was like, I'm about to make some black-eyed peas.
Stop playing with us, man. Stop playing with us, man. Before we get out of here, don't be this guy. Our non-FBA family, you know, if you don't got your paperwork in order and you got to go back home, it's all good. Go home, build up your homeland. Go home and build up your homeland, make it a better place, you know?
But don't do this.
Don't be this guy, okay? Don't be this guy. Come on, we got love for y'all, man. I don't like to see this from y'all.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti.
Fair use, by the way. Fair use.
He says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro. Thank Obama for everything that he did for me, bro.
ICE Boston quickly takes down its next targets, including this illegal alien from Brazil who has an Interpol red notice for armed robbery. This Salvadoran illegal alien charged locally with rape and
so you know,
Only thing is with that video, it was very anti-black because they showed his face, but they did not show. They blurred out the faces of those white Latinos.
Good catch, nicey girl. I ain't even
They blurred out those faces of everybody but that Negro.
Good fucking catch. Y'all real slick with it, white media.
Right.
Man. All right, man. That does it. I think that does it for today, y'all.
And this might be a little, I don't want nobody to take it as a slight to the brother because he is our FBA brother. But what is the, the college player who's been kind of, getting shitted on by his fiance?
Oh, the one that's from here. My man, Travis Hunter.
That's what that dude look like. Him and Travis Hunter could literally be brothers in the face. I'm sorry to say it. I seen it. I don't know if y'all seen it, but I seen it.
Yeah, I kind of see where you're going.
Right? I'm sorry. They look alike.
And a lot of people was questioning our brother's background too, but I think he is FBA. I think Travis is FBA. He went to school not too far from where I live at. He went to the high school right not too far from where I live at. I don't know. I see the resemblance. I see the resemblance.
But you know, again, those are our cousins. You know what I'm saying? So of course some of us gonna look a little bit, you know. But yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. family. This was a good one. Do we got anybody on the schedule this week?
No. Remember we had a cancellation.
Yeah.
So it looks like I'm gonna be rescheduling folks for February. So no Black Business Showcase this month.
Unless anybody that's watching this live or on the replay, if you are a business owner or entrepreneur, you're looking to be featured on our channel, send us an email, man. Let us know what you got going on so we can get you on the schedule for the Black Business Showcase. We don't have nobody on the schedule for this week. So hit us up quickly if you'd like to get on the schedule for this week. If not, we'll probably just do another midweek broadcast.
Yeah.
Chop it up with y'all. But either way, y'all make sure y'all stay tapped in with us, man. Follow me. I'm at Sincere Love to God on all social media platforms. My homegirl, Nicey, at Nicey Girl with the #1 on Instagram, without the #1 on X, formerly known as Twitter. Y'all stay tapped in with us, man, so y'all can keep abreast of everything that we got going on. And shout out to everybody who tapped in with us live today. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to all the channel members. Shout out to all of the super chatters. We do appreciate y'all rocking with us. And yeah.
And remember, y'all, calling all Black business owners and entrepreneurs. You know, we are looking for people that want to showcase their business on the Black Business Showcase. We have a new date, which is going to be on Thursday evenings. We're shooting for 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We can be a bit flexible for you if you need it for the broadcast. So make sure you do email us. godcastenterprises@gmail.com or shoot myself for Sincere a DM.
Y'all see that slick shit? She always got to try to say the West Coast time first. Y'all know the East Coast time go first. Y'all know East Coast. Y'all know East Coast time takes precedence. She be trying to do that slick shit.
West Side.
6 p.m. to 6 p.m. Yeah.
West Side.
Y'all behind 3 hours. Nah, but appreciate y'all, fam. We up out of here, man. Always remember, we are not the master teachers, man. We are only the master students and signal boosters to the voices of the new Black media. Peace.
And Black love.
Black love.
Yeah, like that. Let's see what's in the God's mind. Listen.